Just a couple of seconds away from the start of the third quarter. North Mason does lead by that 3-point margin, 29-26. We'll change ends. The Bulldogs have Boca, Burgraff, Davenport, Duckworth, and Becker on the court. The Grizzlies are going to go with Bryden, Blake Kelly, Devin Kelly, Jared Steen, and Adams going to the hoop and taking a nice hit. So that was Steen trying to go coast to coast on the drive. Knocked out of bounds by Davenport. It'll be Grizzly ball. Inbounds. Goes to Adams. Adams pull up jumper at the foul line. No good. Rebound goes to Duckworth. And here comes the Bulldogs. And a turnover on the Dogs here to start the quarter. And then a turnover right back. Becker with the steal there. And here come the Bulldogs. Duckworth with it, drives baseline, stops and lobs it up and hits the glass and pops out. Rebound Stein. Stein threw it off of Burgraff out of bounds. It'll be Grizzly ball. Brightman inbounds it. Nice spin move. Throwing it down and a steal by Burgraff. And here comes Becker. Becker top of the key with the dribble. High post feed. Out it goes to Becker. Becker for three. Nope. Rebound goes into the hands of, that's Adams. Adams throws a link at the court. A little selfish play there. And laying it up and in is Stein. Giving 5 points. Or Steen, excuse me. And the lead is now 1 for North Mason. Davenport, pull-up jumper at the foul line, goes in. 7 points for Devontae. It's a 3-point lead for North Mason. Grizzlies are going to slow it down a little bit. Steen with it. Throws it over to Kelly. To Bryden. Bryden took steps. The hooks is blocked by Burgraff. They're going to call a foul on Burgraff. That'll be the 4th on Daniel. And the line for 2 free throws is Joel Bryden. 2 points tonight. Trying to cut into this North Mason 3-point lead. Hit the first one. Despite the horn, Hunter Holman steps on the court for Burgraff. Bryden will get another one. Got it. 1 point lead for North Mason. Davenport has it in backcourt to give it to Becker, and here come the Bulldogs. To Duckworth. Duckworth turned around to the baseline, and a near steal by Devin Kelly, knocking it out of bounds. Devin's quick. That's one thing I've noticed about that young man. He's very quick and athletic. Duckworth was it on the far side. High post feed. Boca, he'll take a jumper. Missed it and rebound. Now they're going to get Davenport for over the back on that one. It's his third. 6:01 to go here in the third. 31-30 is the score. North Mason leads. Hoquiam has the ball. Adams with it. Kelly. To Devin Kelly. Now down to Bryden. Bryden. Down to Blake Kelly. Looking for Adams. We'll get it to Steen. Steen with 14 on the shot clock. Now goes to it's Devin Kelly out to Bryden. Open 3 on the way for Adams. He'll drain it, and the Grizzlies have the lead by 2. Becker to Davenport. Fakes the shot, puts it on the floor, drives in the paint. Nice find down low, puts it up and in to the big man, Matt Boca. It goes down to the box, double team. Out it goes. There's 3 again. No, rebound. And that's Adams. Adams, jumper off. Rebound tapped in. That's Bryden. Bryden, turnaround hook. That's short. Rebound is free and out of bounds. No, it doesn't go out of bounds. It does go on out of bounds. It'll go off of Adams. That should be a white ball. There you go. 4:50 to go here in the third quarter. 33-all is the score. Davenport will throw a baseball pass up to Duckworth at midcourt. Out it goes. Holman for 3. No. Rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Steen. Steen trying to avoid Holman. Holman staying right there with him. Gets across midcourt and lost the ball, actually. It rolls over to, that's Adams. Adams gets it in, and then a loser of the ball, and then a travel call on Holman. Geyer steps back onto the court. He'll replace Duckworth for the Bulldogs. 4:26 to go here in the third. 33-all, inbounds. Nice little quick hit and a miss, though, by Blake Kelly. Here comes Davenport for North Mason going coast to coast. Lost the ball and a stripping. He'll give that one to Kelly. Kelly will throw it up to Steen. Steen in the corner. Drives baseline, slotted by Davenport and recovered by Geyer. And here come the Bulldogs. There's Becker. Becker up to Holman. Holman back to Becker. Between the circles over goes to Geyer. Geyer for 3. No. And then they're going to call that one. Hits the side of the backboard, then they'll call it. But it hits the top of the backboard, and they do. Dustin Mincy into the ball game for the Bulldogs. Davenport will sit down. It's Grizzly ball. Tie ball game. Just under 4 minutes to go in the third. Inbounds goes to Adams. Adams gets it to Bryden now. The big man brings it up. And a loose ball that goes right into the hands of Blake Kelly. He has the ball. Now it goes to Devin Kelly, to the baseline, to Blake. Blake will step back and throw a long shot that rattled in. Blake 4 points tonight. Geyer will trigger the play from the inbounds. The inbounds goes to Mincy. And here comes Becker. Becker to the foul line, to the paint. Throws it up, missed it. Rebound goes to Boca. He had his ball rejected, and the ball's free in the corner. Who comes up with it? The ball's going to be scrambled for it, and Becker's going to be called for his third. Third team foul on North Mason. And let's see here. 3:11 to go here in the third quarter. 35 for Hoquiam, 33 for North Mason. Baseball pass up the court and off the hands, out of bounds, off the hands of Tyler White. It'll be Bulldog ball at the other end of the court. Okay. So Davenport's going to be back into the ball game for North Mason, replacing Holman. It'll be sideline inbounds. Mincy will trigger the play for the Bulldogs. In it goes to Geyer. Catch and shoot and hit. Dalton Geyer. Nice turnaround jumper for the sophomore. And it's a tie ball game at 35. Oh, nice shot. It goes in for Jake Adams. Give him 10 points tonight. Here comes Davenport. Davenport, out it goes to Mincy. Mincy, baseline jumper goes in. Dustin's first bucket. The Grizzlies got the Dogs napping as Tyler White goes coast to coast off the pass and lays it up and in. And here comes Becker. Becker. Over goes to Mincy. Mincy hands off to Geyer. Geyer, top of the key, and a travel. 39-37. Hoquiam on top by 2. 2:20 to go in the third. Steen with it in backcourt for the Grizz. And there's White. High post P actually in the middle of the paint to Bryden. Bryden bumps bodies with a smaller man. Missed the shot. Rebound goes to Blake Kelly drew the foul on the Bulldogs. Duckworth up off the Bulldog bench quickly. Boca picked up his first. The fourth team foul on the Bulldogs. At the line for 2 shots is Blake Kelly. He has 4 points tonight. First trip to the line. Got the first one. Duckworth will go get Geyer. Second free throw on the way for Kelly. Got it. Give him 6 points tonight, and it is a 4-point lead for the Grizzlies. With Mason with the ball, there's Devontae Davenport. Speeding across midcourt. Nice pass down to Boca, up and in. Second bucket for Matt Boca. It's a 2-point lead for Hoquiam. Hoquiam has the ball. 1:45 to go here in the third. And a steal by, tapped out by Davenport. Goes right to Becker. Becker with it, and the Bulldogs are on the run. Here comes Duckworth. Fakes the three, throws it back to Becker. Becker drives to the foul line. Back to Duckworth. Duckworth for three at the top of the key. That goes in. And a timeout by Coach Hackett. 1-point lead for North Mason. It's been a very interesting game, and it's been quite good so far. With a 1-point lead, this is back and forth here in the third quarter. And a timeout called, and we will keep it right here with 1:26 to go here in the third quarter. So Matt Duckworth has 4 threes in the ball game. He has 14 points, leading all scorers here. See, the Grizzlies are balanced across the board, pretty much. And you got 10 points for Jack Adams III. That's the leading scorer for the Grizzlies. However, they're more evenly scoring-wise. 1:26 to go in the third. 42-41. It'll be Grizzly ball. Will come out of the timeout. Jack Adams III has the ball for the Grizz. Over it goes to White. Turned around by the defense. Nice find. And 3 seconds in the key as Varner was kind of camping there, and that's how got a nice pass in there. So it's a turnover on the Grizzlies. Davenport inbounds it to Becker. Out of shot, sorry. Becker had it slapped out of his hands by the quick hands of Tyler White. Sideline inbounds from the Grizzly bench. Another slap out of bounds by White. And this will be baseline backcourt inbounds. Davenport will trigger the play. Inbounds to Becker. And again, White knocks it out of bounds. That's like 3 in a row for the young man. He's got quick hands. Becker's got to do a better job in protecting the ball. Inbounds goes to Duckworth. Duckworth trapped in a steal, but standing on the line there was Devin Kelly. 1:06 to go here in the third quarter. Still 1-point lead. 1-point lead for North Mason. More discussion about the clock here. Clock has barely moved because there hasn't really been any play here. It's been 4 knocked out of bounds, and there's maybe a couple of seconds off that clock. So 1:06 to go here in the third. Inbounds from the sidelines. Bulldogs have the ball, and they lead by 1. Becker steps across midcourt, right to the hole. Well, lays it up there with a floater, missed it. Rebound, Boca up and in, and the foul. Varner just picked up his third, but only the team's first foul in the half. Played nearly a quarter here. And Zebo is at the line for possible 3-point play as the lead is 3 for North Mason. Missed it. Rebound. Varner comes up with it. And here come the Grizzlies. Grizzlies run well. And it's down the baseline. Up it goes up top to Kelly. Over to Adams. Adams for 3. drains it. That's his second three in the ball game, second in the quarter, and it's all tied up at 44. 35 seconds and counting here in the third. All knotted up at 44. High post feed to Zebo. Duckworth, foul line jumper just outside the foul line. He'll drain it. Even 16 points. Grizzlies run. I like this team. They like to run and fast pace. And a loose ball. Holman comes up with it, but he threw it to the wrong guy. Pull-up jumper off the glass and in for Anderson. And it's a 46-all game. Duckworth speeds up, throws one up at the buzzer. Nope, doesn't fall in, and we're through 3 quarters with a tie ball game at 46. It's been an entertaining ball game so far. 8 more minutes to go here in just a moment. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back here on MaceWebTV.com.
That's the keeper.
Yep.
Remember adventure? We do. Your family fun begins at explorehoodcanal.com.
We're waiting for the start of the fourth and final quarter. Bulldogs will start out with the ball to start the fourth quarter. All knotted up at 46. And the Bulldogs have Holman, Tower, Duckworth, Davenport, and Marks in the ball game. Inbounds into back court to Davenport. Davenport had his pocket picked nearly. He's got to bring it up quickly. Gus is mid-court. Top of the key on the dribble. Looking for a high post feed. 3 seconds in the key. And it's a Grizzly ball. Played 15 seconds in the final 8 minutes. Hoquiam has the ball. Pull-up jumper on the baseline. That one fell off. Rebound goes to Marks. Marks in trouble trying to look for Davenport. Davenport throws it all the way up to Duckworth. Duckworth had numbers for a brief second, had to save it inbounds and lost it. Well, the Bulldogs need to hold control of the ball. Coach Hackett not happy with what's transpired in the last 47 seconds. Still knotted up at 46. Grizzlies have had their opportunities using their quickness. That's Kelly. Goes to Adams. Adams over to Kelly. Kelly into the paint to Werner. Werner can't keep it off his knee, and it rolls out of bounds. That would stay with the Grizzlies as Bryden returns, and Jason Varner, the freshman, 6'1", is going to sit down. Inbounds quickly to Steen. Steen as a 2, just standing on the line. 7 points for Jared. It's a 2-point lead for Hoquiam. Davenport with the ball for North Mason. Drives to the hoop, puts it up short, and they're going to call a blocking foul on, I think it's going to be on Kelly. Blake Kelly. Yep, Blake Kelly picked up his 4th. A second team foul on the Grizzlies, and at the ball line for 2 shots is Devontae Davenport. 7 points tonight, and he's 1 for 2 at the free throw line. Short on the first one. Matt Becker returns for North Mason, and Anderson returns for the Grizzlies. Davenport is another free throw. 2-point lead for Hoquiam. Make it a 1-point lead for Hoquiam.
Devontae is the second.
Matt Boca returns for the Bulldogs. Grizzlies lead by 1. 6:45 to go here in the ballgame. 48-47. Steen from the corner for 3. That's in and out. Rebound goes to Davenport. He's going to run. And then he wisely turns around. Lets the pack pass him by. Gets a screen crossing midcourt. Throws it over to Becker. Becker to the foul line. Fadeaway in the paint. Dropped in. 11 points for Matt. And it's a 1-point lead for North Mason. Grizzlies with the ball. Adams to Kelly. Near steal by Davenport. And a high post feed down to Bryden. Bryden lays it up and in. 6 points for Big Joel. Near steal in backcourt. Bulldogs have numbers. Here comes Becker. Becker to the foul line. Almost lost it. Throws it over to the box on the far side. And, bad choice by Boca. And Steen on the run the other way. It's a 3-on-1. Puts it up and in. It's a 3-point lead for Hoquiam. There comes Becker with it for North Mason, trailing by 3. 49-52. Becker to the hole and in. 13 points for Matt in a timeout. And it's the Bulldogs trail by 1. Full timeout call. We'll step aside for 30 seconds. We'll be right back here on MasonWebTV.com.
Seconds count. In just 30 seconds, a small fire inside your home can double in size, or an oxygen-starving seizure can kill 1 million brain cells. Seconds count. So when you call 911, take a deep breath and answer every question, starting with the very first one.
911, what is the location of your emergency?
911 needs your exact location. 911 needs to know where to go.
52-51. Hoquiam on top by 1 point. They'll have the ball after the bucket by the Bulldogs. Bulldogs have Boca, Becker, Davenport, Holman, and Duckworth. Bryden. Let's see here. Adams, Kelly, and Kelly are both out there, along with Steen for the Grizzlies. Steen has the ball, short of midcourt, steps across midcourt, top the key, throws it over to Kelly. Kelly one hooks it into, that's Anderson. Anderson lost it, and here come the Bulldogs, trailing by 1. Becker with it. Goes right to the hoop, double pumps through the foul. They're going to call it jump ball, and that'll go to the Grizzlies.
Jump ball.
5:04 to go in the ball game. 1 point lead for Hoquiam. Grizzlies do have the ball now. Steen to Anderson. Anderson walks the ball up. They got a 1 point lead. They're not in any hurry, although they have the speed to score quickly. Steen with it. Throws it over to Kelly. And a 3 seconds in the key called. Anderson just had his foot in there too long. Daniel Bergraff will return for the Bulldogs. And Holman will sit down. 52-51. Hoquiam on top. North Mason with the ball. There's Becker. Becker driving. Leaves it for Boca. One dribble. Hooks it over to Bergraff down to the baseline. Becker. Jumper. No. Rebound tapped out. Steen comes up with it. He's ahead of the pack. Going right to the hole. Lays it up and in. That's 11 points for Jared tonight. And the lead is now 3. Becker with it. High post feed to Boca. Boca hands off to Bergraff. Back to Boca, and he lost it. Here comes Adams. Adams up to Anderson. Over to Kelly. Up top it goes to Adams. And now to Steen. Steen. High post feed to Anderson. Out it goes. Cross court to Kelly. Kelly on the three-point arc. Put it up, and it popped out. Rebound tapped and controlled by the Bulldogs. That's Boca. Boca up to Duckworth. Duckworth has a 1-on-2 and wisely turns around. Looking for some help, and finds Davenport. And out to Becker. Trailing by 3 with 3:40 to go here in the ball game. High post feed by Boca. Boca will hand it off over across the key. Now to Davenport, 3 at the top of the key. Nothing but net for Devontae. And that ties the ball game at 54. 3.5 minutes to go. Here comes Steen for Hoquiam. Bulldogs are in the zone. Over to Bryden. Bryden to Anderson. Steen, over it goes. That's Adams. Adams missed. Burgraff with another rebound. Throws it up to Davenport at midcourt. Here come the Bulldogs. Davenport side of the paint. Nice find down to Duckworth. Missed the shot but drew the foul. So Matt Duckworth is at the line for 2 free throws. 16 points tonight. He's 2 for 4 tonight. Steen picked up his 3rd on that foul to Duckworth. 3:07 to go. It's a tie ball game at 54. Duckworth hit the first one. Get another one. Blake Kelly steps onto the court. And Tyler White back on the court for the Grizzlies. 1 point lead for North Mason. Duckworth gets another free throw. Can add to it. Does. Give him 18 points tonight. 2 point lead for North Mason. 3:05 to go in the ball game.
3 minutes left.
Kelly to Bryden. Bryden for 3 in the corner. That's short. Rebound goes to Becker. Becker can't quite control it, but comes up with it, puts it up and in. Oh, boy. 15 points for Matt Becker, and it's a 4-point lead for North Mason. Steen. He gets it over to Blake Kelly. To Bryden. Outside of the paint. Back out to Kelly. Kelly for 3, and it's in there. It's 9 points for Blake. And it's a 1-point lead for North Mason, 58-57. Davenport dances along that midcourt stripe. Duckworth with it, top of the key. Finds Becker. Becker holds the ball over his head, looks the floor over. Hands it off to Duckworth. Duckworth stops, fakes the 3, takes the 3 now. Short, partially blocked. Bryden with the rebound. I'll get it to White. And White just double dribbled. The mental error on the junior. Wasn't quite thinking. So the ball goes right back to North Mason. 1 point lead, 2:04 to go here in the ball game. Baseline inbounds for the Bulldogs. Duckworth will trigger the play from the right of the back. Inbounds lob to Burgraff. He can't put it in. Bryden will throw a length of the court. Got a guy there. Nice play, but it doesn't run into any scoring. And Davenport is bumped crossing midcourt by Steen. That's 4 on Jared. Coaching staff for Hoquiam wanted a foul on the other end. The crowd didn't like any of that. It'll be a Bulldog ball in the back court. The end of the scorer's table. Duckworth will trigger the play. Need to get it in to somebody. Throws it in the back court to Becker. Becker spins on the defender. Hands off to Duckworth. Duckworth way beyond the 3-point arc. And there's Davenport. Davenport drives the foul line, shuffles it over to the baseline. Jumper for Burgraff. That's off. Rebound. Bryden for Hoquiam. Hand it off. Here come the Grizzlies. That's Kelly. Nice find. Stripped by Burgraff. Burgraff on the run the other way. Lost the ball. Steen came up with it. Duckworth comes up with it. Loses the ball, and there's a foul under the backboard. Or under the hoop for North Mason. The Grizzlies aren't getting any love here tonight.
Devin Kelly has scored. Team's 5th.
Devin Kelly picked up his 4th. Team's 5th foul. We have a timeout here on the floor. 1:18 to go here in the ball game. 58-57. And a full timeout is taken. Let's take a break here. We'll be right back here on MasonWebTV.com.
Attention singers, musicians, and all types of bands. Would you like to get some exposure? Not that type of exposure.
Get out.
Wrong again. How would you like to have your music featured on Mason Web TV? We play music before our webcasts and also at halftime of our sporting events. All you have to do is send an MP3 of your original music to music@MasonWebTV.com and we'll add it to our programming. The Bieber did it via the internet. Why can't you? That's music at MasonWebTV.com.
1 minute, 18 seconds to go here in the ball game. 58 for North Mason, 57 for Hoquiam. It's Bulldog ball under their own backboard. Davenport, Duckworth, Burgraff, Becker, and Boca go to the four corners of the key. Baseline inbounds to the left of the backboard. Inbounds to Duckworth. He'll force up a three. In and out. Rebound. Oh, Davenport just kind of blew that one on the rebound. And that's 4 on Devontae.
Davenport is fourth, team's fifth. Grizzly ball backcourt.
Grizzlies have the ball now. Minute 10 to go in the ball game. Trailing by 1 and a steal by Davenport. Davenport wisely turns around in the backcourt and takes some time off that clock. Davenport hands it off to Duckworth. Duckworth hands it off to Becker. Becker hands it off to Davenport. Top of the key for 3. No. Rebound. Burgraff right back up and in for Daniel Burgraff. 4 points for him, and the Grizzlies come right back. Steal by Burgraff. Burgraff on the run, trying to go to coast, and they're going to call a jump ball. That should be a Bulldog ball.
Jump ball, Arrow the Bulldogs.
Bulldogs have a 3-point lead, 60-57, 39.1 seconds to go here in the ball game. Inbounds to Burgraff, puts it up on the alley-oop, and it goes in. It's a 5-point lead for North Mason. And a timeout is called by the Grizzlies with 30 seconds even. Now we'll take a timeout. We'll be right back here on MasonWebTV.com.
Remember adventure? We do. The fun begins at ExploreHoodCanal.com.
So we have 30 seconds remaining in this ball game. North Mason 62, Hoquiam 57. Opening night of high school basketball here on MasonWebTV.com. It's been a good one so far. It'll be Grizzly ball in their front court. They have Blake Kelly. He'll inbounds it from the far sidelines. Devin Kelly. Steen. Bryden. And Adams. Adams gets the ball in the corner. 3 on the way in the corner. That's off. Rebound. Bryden. He lost it in the front court and going to get it in the back court now is the Grizzlies. They threw to Burgraff. Burgraff fouled by Bryden. That's his second. 6th team foul, 17.3 seconds to go here in the ball game. Bulldogs leading by 5, 62-57. Far sideline inbounds for North Mason. Burgraff will trigger the play. Checking into the ball game, Tyler White, the quick hand, the young Tyler White. Burgraff will trigger the play. Inbounds to Becker. Becker knocked out of his hands. Got to get it up court. Throws it up to Burgraff. Burgraff creeps up across midcourt. And there's a foul. White picks up his first. 17 foul, so Daniel Burgraff will go to the line for a first of a 1-1. First trip to the line for Daniel tonight. He has 6 points. And it's a 1-1. 5.8 seconds to go in the ball game. It's a 5-point lead for North Mason. Burgraff's first free throw goes in. They'll get one more. Give him 7 points. Again here, Coach Hackett yelling no foul, and a 30-second timeout is taken by Hoquiam with a 6-point deficit. North Mason 63, Hoquiam 57, 5.8 seconds to go here in the ball game.
points and Seattle has points.
Just getting an update on the Seahawks Saints game.
I have no idea.
No specifics, that's okay. So Daniel Berggraf will have another free throw when we come out of this timeout. Now the second end of a 1-and-1. It is a 6-point lead, 63-57. Boca, Becker, Duckworth, Davenport. And the Bulldogs will empty the key. Berggraf's second free throw in and out. Bryden with the rebound. He'll throw it up to Steen. Steen, three. Yep. And that's the ball game as the North Mason Bulldogs. Wait a minute. Hold on a second here. We have some time on this clock now.
Timeout Hoquiam after the bucket. There was half a second left.
So we're going to put a half a second on the clock as there was a timeout called right after the bucket was made. And it's a 63-60 ball game. North Mason on top. The half a second pretty much keep the ball in bounds and let them foul you. So we'll just wait till this timeout runs out here because we have a half a second in the ball game. 3-point lead for North Mason. There's the horn.
Here we go.
We're waiting for this last half second to get started here. Bulldogs will have the ball in their backcourt baseline. They'll run the inline. All they have to do is get it in bounds pretty much. Let somebody touch it. Berggraf will go inbounds it. Boca is all the way up in the front court. Inbounds will be thrown, touched, and that's the ball game. So the final score, North Mason 63, Hoquiam 60. We'll take a timeout. We'll be right back here with wrap this thing up on MasonWebTV.com.
A bunch of points.
But I have battery power. All right, so final score here in North Mason. North Mason Bulldogs knock off the Hoquiam Grizzlies 63-60. The Bulldogs have improved to 1-0 on the season. I think it's the first time in at least 3 seasons that they've been 1-0. And the Bulldogs were led by the 18 points of Matt Duckworth, 15 for Matt Bucker, 11 for Devontae Davenport, 6 from Matt Boca, 7 for Daniel Berggraf, 2 apiece for Dalton Geyer, Zach Marks, and Dustin Mincy. For the Grizzlies in the loss, they were led by Jared Steeney at 14 points, 13 for Jake Adams III, 6 apiece for Tyler White and Joel Bryden, 4 for Devin Kelly, 9 for Blake Kelly, and the 2 apiece for Colby Stensteifer and Camden Anderson, excuse me. So that's your final, 63-60. The Bulldogs and go away opening night with a win over Hoquiam in their home court. Our next webcast, let's see here, will be Thursday in this building when the Bulldogs will host Peninsula on Thursday night, 7 o'clock here on MasonWebTV.com. Again, the final, North Mason 63, Hoquiam 60. Thanks for tuning in, MasonWebTV.com.